Okay, welcome back. We're getting in some big breaking news about Afghanistan forces opening fire on Pakistani security personnel in the rest of Balochistan province. What we're getting to hear is that as a result of that firing, 3 persons have been killed and 17 others have sustained injuries. So 3 killed, 17 injured in the cross-border firing by Afghanistan forces. We are also hearing that this also includes a woman and the other 17 who have sustained injuries. The Afghanistan troops started shelling in the Kali, Luqman and Kali Jahangir area of Chaman district. Security officials said that the purpose was specifically to target 2 Pakistani checkposts in the area, and that's when the Pakistan forces retaliated to the fire. So that is the latest bit of information that we have got on the cross-border firing that has taken place between Pakistan and Afghanistan with the intent of the Afghanistan forces to target 2 Pakistani checkposts in the area. The news is that 3 people have lost their lives, including a woman. 17 others have sustained injuries in the firing from the Afghanistan side. So Pakistan there facing firing from Afghanistan side. The Pakistan Army media's wing, in fact, has even released a statement saying that the Afghanistan border police opened fire on the Frontier Corps personnel detailed for the security of a census team in Chaman. Pakistan there pinning the blame on Afghanistan for the firing at the 2 Pakistani checkposts in that particular area. Executive Editor Gaurav Sawant joins us for more on this cross-border fire between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Gaurav, just tell us more. The information that we have was the purpose behind the cross-border firing was to target 2 Pakistani checkposts. 3 people have lost their lives. What else do we know?
There have been skirmishes along the Afghan border with Afghanistan accusing Pakistan of pushing in Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan Afghan Taliban terrorists in the name of Islamic State. Afghanistan has officially said that this has Pakistan's state support, and the checkpoints through which these terrorists are infiltrating, those are the checkpoints that Afghanistan is targeting, saying that they're doing this in their national interest. But if you notice, there have been a series of skirmishes along the Afghan border. At one point of time, the Afghan border, the crossing had also been shut down. If you recall, Afghanistan's president Ashraf Ghani refused to travel to Pakistan till the time Pakistan stops state support to terror in Afghanistan. So it's a story which is very similar to the India-Pakistan relations, where India insists that Pakistan is spreading terror in India. Pakistan is doing the same in Afghanistan, Avantika.
Let me also get in Hamza right now. Hamza, tell us what are the other details? 17 people have sustained injuries. 3 have lost their lives, including a woman. Is the firing still going on?
Well, as per my information, the firing has stopped and they say that, the border security forces have been on high alert, but this firing, as Pakistani officials are calling it, is unprovoked, targeting civilian localities around. And normally at this time of the hour, on a Friday, there are people who are actually crossing the border on that, getting themselves checked with documents on the border lines. That was, they say, when this incident started happening. So as we speak right now, there are no cross-border firing incidents happening. As for now, the firing has stopped.
All right. Okay, Gaurav, just give us a little bit more of a background, some history. Pakistan claiming that this is unprovoked firing. And isn't this deja vu in a sense for India? I mean, we also constantly keep saying the same things and are witness to the kind of unprovoked firing from Pakistan's side on the LOC, isn't it?
In fact, recently, General John Nicholson, who is the chief of NATO forces, Resolute Support Force in Afghanistan, he went on record at a Senate hearing where he said that Islamic State in Afghanistan is nothing more than offshoots of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, of Lashkar-e-Taiba, of Afghan Taliban and the Haqqani network. According to him, forces that have the support of Pakistan Army and the headquarters is in Pakistan's northwest frontier province, and from there these terrorists come into Afghanistan and target the Afghan National Army and also the US and NATO forces in Afghanistan. So it's not just India, it's not just Afghanistan, but even the United States that is convinced about Pakistan's role and Pakistan's double standards in dealing with terror. While they may have cracked down on Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan after the Army Public School Peshawar attack, but that crackdown is also very selective and against some elements, and some other elements are actually encouraged by the Pakistan Army. And Hamza can tell us more about why the spokesperson of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, one of the worst terrorists in Pakistan's history, now has full support and amnesty given by the Pakistan Army because he just blamed India for funding Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. So Pakistan is spreading terror in India, it is spreading terror in Afghanistan, and now virtually all countries in the region, Bangladesh, India, Afghanistan, they are calling out Pakistan terror and saying you need to stop this or face consequences.
No, and it's interesting, Gaurav. Zia Durrani, spokesperson for the police chief in Afghanistan, Kandahar province, has, like India, pinned the blame on Pakistan for initiating the fire. In fact, it's the same charge that India has levied on Pakistan. How they, under the cover, under the guise of heavy shelling, mortar firing, they, sneak militants into either Afghanistan or India.
Exactly. That's the problem with Pakistan. Apart from just being called the international epicenter of terror or a global migraine, regionally, Pakistan Army continues to spread terror, both in India and in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, they look for that so-called strategic depth. They want a regime that will be friendly to Pakistan terror. They want a terrorist regime like they had the Taliban in the past. And even in Nangarhar, maybe Hamza Amir can give us more details from Pakistan. Even in this recent Nangarhar attack where the US used the mother of all bombs, there are reports from Afghanistan that seem to indicate that some ISI officers, a couple of them serving and several retired, were killed in that terror attack because they were the ones who were orchestrating the Islamic State forces to take on the Americans, the NATO forces and the Afghan National Army in Afghanistan's eastern provinces. So clearly Pakistan's state support is there, and Afghanistan is now hitting back. Afghanistan is unwilling to take it lying down because they've suffered massive casualties at the hands of Pakistan-sponsored terror, Avantika.
True. Hamza and Gaurav, thank you both for joining us.